what you're eating? Yeah, do you know what you're eating? Most Americans, including your pastor, most Americans are confused about food. The food and diet industry makes billions, matter of fact, make trillions with a T based off of our ignorance. There's big money in food, and so now when we talk about this, they do it to keep us guessing. Because if you're like myself, you're old enough to remember they used to have commercials talking about milk does a body good. And then all of a sudden they say, well, no, too much milk, then they say then milk's bad for you. And then every couple of years they'll change the game up on you to tell you something different. Because they got to keep you spending money, keep you guessing, keep all kinds of trends coming. So all those people who diet, there's always some type of new diet coming on because they tied into it as well. So now you own Weight Watchers and you got NutraSweet in your stuff. Where are my old school people? You've been doing Dick Gregory. You've been pouring powder on your stuff. Amen, somebody. Then they had one a couple years ago. I thought I was going to buy it myself. You were supposed to sprinkle some stuff on your food, and then you were going to lose weight. I was like, shoot, I'm going to sprinkle all this on here. I was like, that's the bomb. That must be Jesus in that. And so now every couple years, then they'll tell you, well, no, that don't work. And then, no, that don't work either. And then let's figure out something else. And so now they get us in this place because they keep us guessing. And most of us have no idea, watch this, that how we feel is linked to what we eat. Let me go ahead and prove my point. If you woke up this morning sluggish and things just weren't really clicking all that well, and you tell them, I ain't feeling that great today, and what's the first question they're going to ask you? Well, did you eat any breakfast? Why do you ask these, did you eat any breakfast? Because breakfast is what? The most important part of your day. And so now we done ingrained this in my mindset, and it's supposed to be linked to what I eat and how I feel and how I operate. And so now, have you ever thought about what you eat and why you eat it? Okay, I got to challenge you. Let's go here for a second. Okay, where are my people to eat chitlins at? Okay, so now watch this. So come here, because I got some Caucasian family members. Now watch this. So my Caucasian family members, they're technically spelled chitterlings. But with your degreed self, you still call them chitlins. So now let's go a little bit deeper, because you do understand the origin of chitlins came by way of slavery. So now the slave master and his family, they would take the hog, they would slaughter it, they would get the choices of the meats. That's why you would hear the phrase, living high on the hog. They would get the choices of the meats, and so what was left over for those in the slave houses, they would provide for them what was left of the pig. And so now us with our creative selves said, well, I'm going to take these small intestines of the pig and put some Frank's red hot sauce on it and turn it into a delicacy. And so now the only difference is they had to eat it. What's your excuse? Now watch this. I tell you, pray for your pastor. My parents, both of them are from the South. So your pastor, I grew up eating chitlins, but at some point in time, I was like, you know what? I ain't a slave any longer. I am free. Amen, somebody. And so there's certain things that I don't have to eat. Watch this. Our forefathers had no other choice. We do. And so now, why do you eat what you eat? It's amazing. I was setting some stuff up, and we were kind of providing all these things. And I was grabbing some cereal, and I was like, you know what? I ain't never had Lucky Charms a day in my life. Watch it. It's not because of the sugar intake, not because of what's inside of it, but my mama ain't never bought it. So watch this. Because my mama never bought it when I was a kid, I don't buy it as an adult. My mama bought Frosted Flakes. Amen, somebody. So I ate Frosted Flakes. Watch this. We don't really drink pop in my house, not because your pastor don't like pop. Watch this. Lady Keisha don't drink pop. Lady Keisha does the grocery shopping. So if Lady Keisha don't drink pop, your pastor don't drink pop. Watch this. For me and my kids, pop is a delicacy. Whenever we out, we going to ball out. So because we just understand, we ain't going to get this at home. Drink as much as you want right now, because when you get home, ain't going to be no more. But the question is, why do you eat what you eat? The stuff that is on your plate, the stuff that you cook, the way you cook it, is it based off of information that you have, or is it based off of just the way you've always done it? Why do you eat what you eat? The stuff that we select, the stuff that's in our lives, the stuff that we provide. I got some older brothers in the house. Some of my older players. Watch this. You can tell a generation where they came from if they eat sardines and crackers. Where my old players at? Well, come here. Sardines and crackers is an entire meal. Some of y'all lost on that. It's all about getting a little can and just eating some crackers with some sardines, and your day is set. Because that's just what they did. And so now it's just been passed on from generation to generation. It's kind of based on that. So why do you eat what you eat? Because here's what we have to understand about food. Food is one of the most powerful drugs on the planet. Yeah, food has the opportunity to cure most chronic diseases, and it works truthfully faster, better, and cheaper than any drug that you can find over the counter, with less side effects. In fact, no side effects. In fact, the side effects that are there are typically going to be good side effects. Food contains messages. It gives instructions to other parts of our body. It gives information and tells your body what to do with it to either cause health or to cause death. It gives me instructions on what the rest of my body, how it's going to interact with it, how it's going to work. And every bite you take is a powerful opportunity to create healing or to create sickness. I got to understand it while I'm eating this stuff, that while it's in my life, the way I'm doing it, the way I'm cooking it, it's changing me slowly, whether I realize it or recognize it or not. They just told you I have to provide some of the information to change how you think on stuff. Because let me ask this about your food. Did the food that you eat come from a plant, or was it made in a plant?